It's an emergency and it's going to be expensive. Want to find out more about what I'm talking about? Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Hey, it's Mark Squires. I am the president of Wise Choices Financial, located in the Kansas City area, and today I want to talk to you on our How to Adult series about the need for an emergency fund. I'm not going to talk to you about budgeting today because, frankly, nobody likes talking about budgeting, but we are going to talk about an emergency fund today. You absolutely need an emergency fund. You're like, well, how much do I need? Well, there's some popular people on the radio who say $1,000, and I disagree with that. Starting out with $1 is better than having none. I think you need about $1,500. Well, you're like, Mark, I'm working 2 jobs right now. I'm barely making ends meet. How in the world am I going to come up with $1,500 for an emergency? That's my point. So you may not have an emergency right now, but if you start putting a little bit of money away here and here and here and there, maybe you check the couch cushions, maybe you find $3, put it away, put it in a jar. Okay? Maybe you have a sudden check show up out of the blue for no reasons. I had one show up the other day for $48. Have no idea where it came from. I know it was legit, but $48 from an insurance company. Cool. So you just start putting little bits of money away here and here and here and there. All right? And eventually, probably more quickly than you think, it'll add up to $1,500. You put that in a savings account. And honestly, you should put it in a savings account at a different bank than your regular bank. Go find the bank in town that's the hardest to deal with and put it there, because we don't want to make it hard to get to that money. Okay? Then, once you get to that $1,500, 1% of each paycheck you get goes into that fund. So if you get a paycheck for $500, what's 1% of $500? $5. And you do that until it builds up to $5,000. Now, that's the how-to. Let's talk about the why. All right? You need to enjoy life. You only get one life. We all get one shot at this. I mean, everybody gets one death. It's one per person per lifetime. Everybody gets a turn, right? But you got from now till then, we call it the dash. And you need to put everything in that dash you can. You need to enjoy life. And if you're sitting there with bald tires on the car and it snows a little bit and you're like worried about, oh, how am I going to get to work? Well, maybe I better not go to work today. Well, you just lost your pay for that day. Okay, you need tires. Well, maybe that's not an emergency, but if you put tires on and blow one of them out going down the highway, that is an emergency. Maybe you own a home and it's Saturday night and you jump in the shower to get yourself all pretty and smelling good for church on Sunday and whoo, no hot water. Now you know you're going to have to replace the water heater. Have you priced a water heater lately? About $1,500 installed, maybe a little bit more. Those are the emergencies that come up. Look, when you're making financial decisions, sometimes you make financial decisions based on what is. Like, are we going to go out to eat tonight? We ain't got the money. That's what is. But are we going to have an emergency? That's what if. And if you will take the steps starting today, I don't care. Look, by the time you go to bed tonight, if you can just find $1 to start your emergency fund, you are miles ahead of anybody else that you know. So start today. Build that emergency fund up. Then if the emergency comes up, you're not worried about the credit limit on your credit card. You're not calling mom and dad or a friend to borrow money. You're not calling that guy on TV with the CashNet USA guy to pay 47% interest on a payday loan. You are your own bank and you can take care of the emergency. Now I want you to think for a minute, just how much more relaxed are you going to be if you know when a little emergency comes up, you got it. You got the money. Of course, if you have to use the emergency fund, you got to put the money back into it. But I'm telling you, start. If you called me up and said, Mark, I want to get my financial life in order, what's the first place to start with? This is the first one of these videos we're doing, and it is start with an emergency fund. We've got about 60 of these coming up, so stay tuned for them. This is How to Adult. My name is Mark Squires. If you have more questions and you want to talk about you and money, because you are who is important here, we always offer a 15-minute, no-cost, no-obligation phone consultation with me or one of the team. 816-841-9141, 816-841-9141, or you can check us out on the web at www.wcf-kc.com. That's WCF-kc.com. Hey, thanks for watching this whole video. This is Mark Squires. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.